Hey guys, it's been a minute since I've recorded anything, so I thought I'd do this cup. It's a black base. I used mica powder mixed in with my epoxy just to add a little bit of extra shine to the black. And then I put on the glitter, which is a color shifting glitter, and it's from a vendor in my group. It's called Glitter Drops and Sparkle Pops. And the name of this one she calls Show Me Your Melons. Now, you can use this on any colored base you want to, but when you put it on the black, it just really pops. I mean, big time. And then I just did a scatter up the top of the cup, and it will take quite a few coats of epoxy to get it smooth because it is a very chunky glitter. So I'm going to go ahead and mix in my mica powder. It's just a basic black with a little bit of sparkle in it. And I've already mixed my epoxy. I just need to put the mica in. And when you're doing the epoxy method with the glitter, it doesn't take much, y'all. I put it on and then I wipe it off, and I get it just as thin as I possibly can. Because all you're doing is using the epoxy as your adhesive. And so it doesn't take much. Then you'll let it dry and then come back and you put on a really good heavy flood coat over your glitter. And that just helps it smooth out some. Now I'm going to be taking this off so I'm not overly concerned with it being completely level, because it sure isn't. And like I said, I'm just going to put this on pretty heavy, and then I'll go take it off and leave just as little as I possibly can. But I like to go ahead and put it on pretty heavy and make sure I got it on every spot of the cup. This is a beautiful mica. I will leave a link in the description to the vendor that I used for this glitter. She has some amazing colors. She's now started mixing some of her own. And I have two people in my group that are really, really good at their glitter. I mean, extremely good. They all pick good colors, but some just have the knack for mixing and color combinations and stuff. And Joyce just happens to be one of them. And if anyone's interested in joining my group, we have a lot of fun. I have some very, very talented people in the group. I do a lot of lives. I have guest people that come in and do lives for us. And those are always nice because we get to see what's going on in other groups and stuff. And new techniques. But if you're interested, the name of the group is the same as my YouTube channel. It's called The Cup Barn. And I'll also leave a link to that. Now all I'm doing is thinning it out and using it to cover my bottom. And I need to thank everyone. I just hit 1,000 subscribers just last week. I'm so excited. And thank y'all very much for supporting me and watching my videos. It means a lot. All right, so now I've got the cup completely covered, and I'm just going to start wiping it off. Again, it is a black base. I spray painted black, and I added mica powder to my epoxy as well. And this just ensures that I get good, complete coverage. I am using a 20-ounce skinney, and it's from MakerFlo. I will leave a link to them as well in the description. I am absolutely loving their cups. They have some awesome features. They all come with a acrylic straw that actually fits in the box with the cup, which is nice when you're shipping or giving them to your clients, and you don't have to hand them the straw separate. It fits right in there. They come with a care card already printed up on hard plastic, which is really nice for people that don't do their own. It comes with it. So that's a nice feature. Another great feature with their cups is the see-through window. So when you finish your cup and you have it ready to give to your customer, they can see right through the box. And it's just a little added feature that I think is a special touch. I did test their cups for coldness. I have not tested it for the hot yet, but I will. When I put ice in the cup, I kept checking it every few hours. 2 days later, it still had a little bit of ice in it. So they do hold the cold very, very well. Okay, now I have taken off so much that it's actually getting a little hard to push, and that's what I want. Like I said, you want this just as thin as you can get it. If you start with a warm cup and warm epoxy, it spreads a whole lot easier. I have 2 heat lamps, one over the top of my cups and one over to the side. And that's how I heat my epoxy and my cups. And it helps with bubbles and stuff when I'm drying my cups, because they are 250 watts each. Now that's a lot of power on these cups. Now I'm just going to hit it with my torch just to pop some bubbles. I'll let that turn while I'm getting my glitter tray out. And actually, I might go ahead and take this off of the turner now. And that way I can handle it better when I'm applying the glitter. And this is a beautiful cup, y'all. I mean, it is gorgeous. Okay, that'll just make it a little bit easier, and I can do the bottom easier. And I want the bottom of the cup and the bottom portion of the cup to be solid glitter, and then I'll start thinning it out as I move up the cup until I take it to just a few pieces of glitter at the top. And I'm going to go up a little ways, about a third of the way. Again, thank y'all so much for subscribing to my channel. I just think it's awesome that I have over 1,000 subscribers. And I've only posted a few videos. So I'm very proud and appreciative. Now with this chunky glitter, you do want to tap it down as much as possible, and that will help when you go to put your epoxy on to get a smooth finish, because if it's sticking up, it's going to take more epoxy. You can't sand your chunky glitter. You need it covered with epoxy completely before you can sand it, because what happens if you happen to touch this with your sandpaper, it will take the color off, and then it's no longer a pretty cup. So I have seen, and I've tried putting the glitter on and then wrapping it with paper, parchment paper or something, to make the glitter lay down, and that's fine if you're doing a full coverage on your cup. But in a case like this where this is going to be exposed, the paper will just stick to the epoxy and mess it up. So that's not an option with this cup. So just make sure you get it tapped down as much as you can. And if you look at it from the side, you can see better what's sticking up. Okay, now I'm going to start getting it to work its way down the cup, and I'm going to hold it at an angle. And I'm going to sprinkle the glitter still back here, because I'm just wanting it a light sprinkle. And the higher up you hold it, the less glitter you'll get falling on the cup as well. And this is why I wanted to take it off of the turner, so I could hold it at an angle. All right, now I've gone all the way around with just a light sprinkling, but I think I still want a little bit more further down, so I'm going to go around it one more time. I'll probably hold it at more of an angle. And I'm tapping it just so it barely comes out of my container. This is a quick cup, y'all. It takes no time to do this, because really all you're doing is adding glitter to half of a cup, and then you just let it turn. And the mica powder I used is a high sparkle, so that helps as well. You could easily turn this into a galaxy cup as well. It just has that look. This is a good color too for the suicide awareness, because their colors are purple and teal. And that was my original plan with this. And then I put it on this black base, and it was like, holy cow. So I'm still going to do the suicide awareness cup. That's important. Any of these cups like that, the cancer awareness, the suicide awareness, all of those are awesome. And I do offer a discount on any of my cups that are like that. I think the more awareness, the better off. And now if you still want more coverage down here, you can take it on your finger and tap it where you want it. Like right in here, you can tap it and you can get more glitter on it that way. And I'm just looking over the cup now to see what's standing up. I even want to look at this. It usually lays down pretty good when you put it that thin, but I just want to make sure. And like I said, look at it from the side, and you can see what's standing up a whole lot better. Now, you're not going to get it 100% laid down flat this way, but it does help to do it. All right, let me wipe my hand off, and I'll get that put back on the turner. See how that it turns blue, or actually a teal color, and then you can see the purple in it real good. But the black just really, really sets this cup off. I think it makes it beautiful. All right. It's a little tricky putting this back on. Once I get it started, it's okay. There we go. I do make my turners. I make the drying racks. I do the cradles. I do all kind of stuff associated with cups, and some that's not associated with cups. All right. Now I'm going to try to get it level just using the top of it, because I don't want to touch it down here. And it gives me another opportunity to look at the glitter laying on it too. All right, that looks pretty good. And here I'll show y'all this glitter up close. Isn't that beautiful? It goes teal to purple. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is an easy cup to do, but it's beautiful. If you do it as a suicide awareness cup, it has awesome meaning. And you can put your, once you get it smooth, you can go back and put your vinyl or whatever you choose on the cup. And I have several suicide awareness images, and I just want to pick the best one that complements the colors, and especially with that black. Now I am going to hit it with a little bit of heat, but again, you still need to be careful because you don't want to burn your glitter either. So just keep it moving pretty fast. There's really no bubbles to pop at the bottom because it's covered with glitter. And if you stand here, you will see, I mean, as long as you stand here, you're going to see pieces sticking up. Okay, like I said, I'm going to let this turn and dry, probably about 4 hours. Then I'll come back in with a good heavy flood coat, because it's going to take it to cover this chunky. It's a very, very chunky glitter. Not much fine in it at all. So it will take a lot to get it covered. And you want to do it almost to the point where it's dripping. You want it that thick. And then when that dries, you can come back with a normal coat. and then it should be ready for your vinyl. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing.